You don't have to write like Shakespeare or have the analytical skills of Socrates, nor even be unusually lucky to get an A in the TOK essay. It's really not that difficult if you follow 6 simple steps. Today, I'm going to tell you what those steps are. Welcome to TOK Today. Hit like and subscribe because it's a good thing to do and you can write it up as a CAS activity. Okay, 6 steps to getting an A in the TOK essay. You can find a lot more details on these steps in my ebook, Write the TOK Essay in 6 Easy Steps, link in the video description. Step number 1, time and thinking. Time and thinking. The Tok essay requires time for you to think, to cogitate the ideas. Yes, cogitate is a good word. If you want to get an A on the essay, you will need your own clear perspective on the essay title that you choose. You need to give your brain time to mull over the ideas, to talk with your teacher and friends about the essay titles, time to develop a good understanding of each title so that the title that you finally do choose is crystal clear for you. Thinking time is a crucial preparation time. And if you want more help on choosing your essay title, click this video, 3 tips for choosing your TOK essay question, or this video, what makes some Tok essays easier than others. Step number 2, planning. Perfect planning prevents poor performance, as the saying goes, and this applies to TOK essays more than most academic essays. Your Tok essay is only 6 to 8 paragraphs long, 1,600 words, and in those few paragraphs you have to answer an abstract, somewhat obscure, somewhat esoteric knowledge question, and that answer has to meet the demands of a very specific assessment rubric. It's an exercise in succinct, lucid, precise communication, the type of communication that requires careful planning. If you want to know more about how to plan your essay, click this video on how to plan your TOK essay. Okay, step number 3, write about knowledge. Now, I know that sounds obvious, but essays that get 5 or less marks out of 10 generally do so because they don't have enough TOK content in them and they have too much description of real life situations. The previous video in this series was about this very problem, link above. And if you want to know even more about that, then watch my previous video, what are the 3 most frequent mistakes on the TOK essay, also link above. Lots of links going above today. Step number 4, use the TOK concepts. Now, IB have defined 12 core TOK concepts for us. These concepts tell us what they want us to write about in TOK. We no longer have to guess what they want us to write about. Thank you very much, IB. This is very much appreciated. Use the TOK concepts in your essay, and you're probably hitting the areas that they want you to. You're probably writing about things they want you to write about. Often one or more of the TOK concepts is actually in the question itself. Refer to it, and any other TOK concepts that are related to it. However, don't try to artificially and inappropriately wedge TOK concepts into the essay just for the sake of having them there. They are only of use when they're appropriate to you answering your question. Okay, does this explanation bring certainty to your values and give you power in your culture and a truth to your responsibility and perspectives with a justification that evidences objectivity in this perspective without interpretation? I think I used 2 perspectives there, but you get the idea. Step number 5, include the implications of your knowledge arguments. Implications is an important word to get placed in the 9 to 10 marking band, the A grade band. You need to consider the implications of your arguments. Now, it's probably a good idea to use the word implications or implies in your answer so that the examiner knows that's what you're doing. That's called signposting. For example, you could write, As such, the chicken walked across the road. One implication of this could be that the chicken wanted to get to the other side of the road. But another implication could be that the chicken wasn't aware of the danger that crossing the road entailed. In jest. Now, if you want to know more about how to write implications and how to identify them and include them, check out the ebook, Write the TOK Essay in 6 Easy Steps. And so we come to our final step, step 6, which is treat the draft deadline like your final deadline. So the draft deadline is that deadline that your teacher gives you when you have to hand in your essay for written feedback. And this written feedback is the most useful feedback that you're going to get on your essay. So you have to give in a fully completed draft. If your draft is fully finished to the highest quality that you can get it to, then your teacher can give you far more helpful feedback than if you submit a partially finished, rough or undeveloped essay. So make sure that you get that draft essay absolutely to the best that you can do it at. And if you follow these 6 steps with relevant and appropriate knowledge arguments, you should get a very good score in your TOK essay. You may even get an A on the TOK essay. Okay, for help with any of these stages, details, examples, whatever else you need, check out the ebook, Write the TOK Essay in 6 Easy Steps. If you buy the book, you also get access to a resource file which contains resources for each stage. And if you've bought the book and you haven't got access to that resource file, just drop me a line, daniel@toktoday.com, and I'll give you access. If you want coaching or written feedback on your essay, then get in touch with me by clicking Facebook Messenger. The icon is on the site, on the toktoday.com site, or email me, daniel@toktoday.com. Okay, my friends, I hope that you found that useful. And one last thing I've got to say to you, which is stay toktastic. See you on the next one. Bye.